Spoiler disclaimer, all the footage in the background is free of any spoilers, so enjoy. Today, Borderlands 3 got its first hotfix. This one does not include performance improvements yet, but Gearbox stated they're working on that. This hotfix goes over various bugs and balance changes, and it is applied when you log into the game. However, from how the description sounds, you're also able to play without the hotfix for now if you want to play on the old version and you basically want to abuse the old mechanics. The description says hotfixes are temporarily stored in your memory during the game session and lost upon exiting Borderlands 3. To ensure that you receive hotfixes, make sure your system is connected to the internet when Borderlands 3 boots up, and hang out on the menu screen for a minute. From the sounds of that, if you disconnect from the internet, you should be able to play without the hotfix. The following bugs were fixed in this patch. Yellow paint has been added to AMBERMIRE to mark a more obvious path to complete the SABOTAGE crew challenge. The new huge station in front of the Helicon suborbital spaceport used during the space laser tag mission in the MERIDIAN METROPLEX now has a larger activation range. The new station in front of TITIAN'S gate used during the Atlas at Last mission in the MERIDIAN METROPLEX now has a larger activation range as well. The first Guardian a player runs into during the Beneath the Meridian mission is no longer over-leveled, and the Eridium chest by the grotto in the Jacobs estate is no longer invisible. But now for the more crucial part, and that is balance changes. Eridium crystals in the Voracious canopy grow less frequently. This was previously considered the best Eridium found spot by many, so no surprise here. Scale down the amount of loot drops in Mayhem mode. According to Gothalion, this doesn't seem to apply for all Mayhem modes yet. For him, it's only in Mayhem mode 3 and not in Mayhem mode 2 and 1, so maybe the values weren't adjusted properly or he was just lucky. Torgue shotgun sticky damage has been reduced. This is probably the biggest change of this patch because the Torgue sticky mechanic was pretty insane and could almost instantly blow up bosses. I was unaware beforehand and didn't even realize how much damage you can do with this, so this nerf is more than justified. Reduced E-Tech shotgun elemental damage from flesh of the bone to a lot. So if I understand this correctly, this is the damage over time from these weapons, and if that's the case, those had extremely high values, way above the damage value of the weapon itself, with a high proc gen sometimes, so you would get insane amounts of damage from that, and that being nerfed a bit is also completely understandable. Still don't know how to pronounce him, Chupacabratch dropped too much of his hard-earned loot. Being a super easy spot to farm with very little effort and relatively high loots in return, also no surprise that this has been nerfed. Adjusted spawn rate of loot tinks in Mansion, they're special again, so less of those. And removed paint sounds from Troy for his boss fight. He ended up screaming just a little bit too much, especially if he used fire damage, so that was turned down. And that's all the fixes we have so far. If you want to stay updated for especially the performance fixes coming up soon, as well as other Borderlands content, feel free to click the sub button and maybe the bell. That way you know, because I will definitely make a video about it. See you for the next one tomorrow. DukeSloth out.